Julia's reaction is eating at every party South restaurant in Las Vegas by Simulistic. Like. So let's introduce vaccine in 3, 2, 1.
Alright, what's going on, ladies and gentlemen? It is Split and welcome back to another video. In my life, I tend to eat the same foods consistently. Every single day, it's always the same meals over and over, and I'm getting sick and tired of it. For instance, here's me on a casual drive-thru experience.
My goodness.
On a late night, joined by the iconic classic restaurant, McDonald's. I ordered my go-to, a cheeseburger, fries, chicken nuggets,
cheeseburger, fries, chicken nugget,
a throat-burning Sprite. I mean, sure, it does the job by not leaving me hungry, and of course, I'm not trying to complain, but it's getting too repetitive. While I enjoy my dinner, I like to throw some videos up on YouTube or Netflix for some entertainment, and lately, I've gotten addicted to watching cooking shows that feature the most famous top-tier chefs in the world. And by the end of every episode, it tends to leave my mouth watering at the screen. My obsession has gotten so bad to the point where now, I'm full of jealousy for anyone who's gotten to experience these breathtaking dishes. But then an idea popped in my brain. I realized anything is possible if you put your mind to it. So that is exactly why I packed my bags, bought plane tickets, and booked my next flight out to
and drop a like if you want to see more same reactions. Drop a like.
Hold up, I have to make a quick pit stop. 24-hour flowers? We're gonna get a bouquet simply to put a smile on some stranger's face. Wow. Just like that. All right, you can open now. Surprisingly, they smell fresh. Hey, taxi cabs, Ubers deserve more recognition. I'm gonna give them to my driver. Hello, I got you a gift and present for you.
Oh, thank you so much.
Las Vegas, otherwise known as Sin City, an adult playground that was made for tons of fun. Surrounding us are many grand hotels with top-notch nightclubs and addicting casinos. The concerts and shows are entertaining as well, but this place is infamous for their extreme dining experiences. With the amount of residents and tourists that come to visit, business is booming. So realistically, it is a no-brainer for every high-caliber, award-winning chef to open up their very own spot, showcasing their finest dishes and talent right on the strip. Which is why today we will only be eating from celebrity chef-owned restaurants for the next 24 hours. Each includes their very own custom vibe that generates millions of dollars. The ranking system we will use is determined by placing them on a tier list based off our own opinion. The only rule is that every place that we visit, we won't be able to check out the menu at all. We can only ask the employees and servers for their most highly recommended items. We just spotted a lounge that's owned by Bruno Mars called Pinky Ring, a mainstream talented artist. Don't get me wrong, but I did hear that bro owes a ton of money from gambling. Hey, you know my pockets run deep. If anyone from your team is watching, just shoot me a text. I'll cover the tab. Light work. And just to address this now as well, the sun is beaming, burning hot weather. It's over 100 degrees. So I just want to say and apologize for the sweat. I'm already melting. I'm not trying to waste my entire budget on car services, but we already teleported to Europe. It's France! Never witnessed the Eiffel Tower up close. Recently, one of my dearest friends passed away, so I do want to give my condolences to John Pork. You know, he really touched my soul, and when the news struck, I started bawling my eyes out crying. His legacy will forever be remembered. We are starting off with an absolute banger, a true smash hit in the USA. Owned and created by a British legend, Gordon Ramsay. I'm referring to Hell's Kitchen. Absolutely perfect because my nickname is Idiot Sandwich.
What are you?
An idiot sandwich.
What's
Yeah,
wild
eat
is
your
over a
sandwich.
year ago, I was
Go on,
standing in
Ramsey.
this exact location cooking for Mr. Ramsey himself. I went head to head in a cooking competition against my best friend FaZe Rug to see who can make the best beef Wellington. I, of course, came out victorious and won that challenge. But since that dish is the most viral one that they offer, it would only make sense that they serve us up one so I can compare it to my work of art. Gordon, I don't believe you want the smoke. If you want the 1v1, hit my line. I would easily clear. Hopefully, I can get it all covered on the house for free because me and the boss are somewhat friends. Oh, my stomach is rumbling. I'm starving. It's time to fix my hunger. As soon as we walk in, we're greeted with the gift shop with custom red and blue aprons, t-shirts that say bloody delicious, as well as well done. If I ever really wanted to improve my skills, I would pick up one of these books. But sadly, I'm still learning how to read. Look how handsome that face is, man. Wow. So many various recipes to choose from. Such an icon. Every inch and corner, you will see him. Even down the hallways, always in sight. Hey, but I always like to commend amazing interactions, and in person, that dude was very friendly, no ego, interactive, and actually had great communication. So hats off. Attention to detail is what I noticed, even down to the outfits that the employees wear. Everything is color coordinated. So Gordon also has his own TV reality show, and these are the winners from every single season. Hey, soon enough, this is where I'm gonna be. Maybe a few lessons from Nick DiGiovanni, I'll definitely be a contender. 24 karat gold silverware and a napkin that's branded with the logo. Lovely. But I do think it's dope that they stayed on theme with fire. It's literally everywhere. Thank you so much. We will actually do not need this for the reason that I actually want your recommendation. We already got situated with our plates, some water to hydrate and cool us down. And look at that. They also provided some lemons and limes. I do enjoy my citrus. Gotta make it squirt. They have a full-on bar. You know, I am over the age of 21, and sometimes I do allow myself to get loose, so we'll see what happens. Also, for the majority of spots that we're going to, I'm just praying that I came dressed to impress with the right attire. Got the gray vest, you know what I'm saying? Bloody Sunday t-shirt, some baggy drawstring gray pants, and at the bottom, some skating shoes. I'm pretty proud of what I picked out of my closet, but let's ask a worker. Can you rate my outfit 1 to 10? 10? Oh, legend, my guy. If they see the camera, they're more inclined to give me a higher rating. So we were just presented with smoke on the boulevard. That's what they call it. A silver box that appears to be engulfed in flames. It's very foggy. We're about to unleash the beast. Wow. Presentation is on point. So what they decided my beverage would be is a bourbon on the rocks with the finest imprinted ice. 100% is gonna put some hair on my chest. Oh, that's strong. Satisfied customers so far though. So we were just informed, randomly enough, that a table over is actually Gordon Ramsay's cousin. You see the resemblance? The resemblance is stunning. And here I am joking that I'm the nephew. Dude, in person, handcrafted. Ow. Plate is hot. It's utterly elegant. It was split into two so you can see the inside, and the crust just looks like it was well baked. It does have a sprinkle of seasoning right on top, and finally a mini portion size of veggies. I think this is a spinach leaf, carrots, and I've actually never ate one, but turnips as well. Turnips. Without further ado, let's dig in. So I've learned the proper etiquette is to hold your fork in your left and the knife in your right. Holy crap. Damn. Listen, you can only imagine how hard it is to craft, because when I did it, I was struggling. The ingredients include beef tenderloin, puff pastry, prosciutto, and a duxelle, which is a finely chopped mushroom mixture, and it's often made with baby bella shallots, butter, thyme, and onions. Only right that we dip it in some liquid. It's well covered in sauce. Cheers. That texture is A1. After a few chews, it has a burst of so many flavors. The consistency of the meat in my mouth isn't too soft or hard. That's not a pause. Yeah, I'm a fan. So I'm pretty sure those who are watching are assuming that I'm gonna feed my cameraman negative. Despite the special occasion, your stomach's still gonna be empty, buddy. Some potatoes. Let's turn up with a turnip, huh? Ugh. The turnip is bitter. Not too sure if I'm going to be a returning subscriber on them, but some steamed carrots will make up for that. Because of the amazing hospitality, they're sending out a complimentary sweet treat. I forgot to mention that Gordon actually has many different restaurants in the area, but apparently he has this same exact dessert in all of them. He just switches the ice cream, and for this location, it's cookie butter.
Cookie
My
butter.
favorite. The only job I ever worked at was shaved ice, and that's kind of what it reminds me of. It's kind of like snow.
Yeah.
I've been watching a bunch of streamers, and low-key, it's affecting me. Excuse me? I'm so ugly. Right? Like, my looks, like I'm so ugly. I was waiting for the compliment. So after further review, I am going to have to place this at the S tier. I do not mean to glaze, but the reason being is for the outstanding service, amazing food, and the beautiful environment. We are starting off our journey at the very top, and I do not want to downgrade. I'm gonna miss you, Papa. Bro, you weren't supposed to record that. I need my alone time. All right, so we just pulled up to Caesar's Palace. It's over 125,000 square feet and was inspired by the Greek goddesses, as well as being featured in the iconic film The Hangover. It actually features the majority of the restaurants we will be trying. They might have to be censored due to YouTube restrictions and purposes. With all that nudity, I'll get a strike on my channel. Moving along, we arrived at Nobu. It was founded by Nobu Matsuhisa and actor Robert De Niro, and eventually grew to stardom with A-listers consistently visiting. And the genre that they display is seafood, more specifically sushi. I bet they contain some crazy rolls, and it's my absolute favorite. They've gotten so rich that they also made a hotel, and that's the lobby. Currently don't have a reservation, but pretty empty. Incredibly awesome. We were seated right next to the sushi bar. Whenever they make stuff right in front of you, it just adds that personal touch, which I love. But legit, I always hear Nobu in lyrics by all the rappers I listen to. Future, Drake, Playboi Carti, Don Toliver, Lil Uzi Vert. The list goes on. So I guess it's my turn. I'm valid. Replacing our usual and regular utensils are chopsticks. I do have a certain technique that I use. Any way imaginable, doesn't matter. I'm gonna be Mr. Miyagi with the vision. Not too sure of the language or how to properly pronounce it, but this is a Kanahyu. The gradient is like boba milk tea with sweet cream cold foam. Okay, I just got put on. Without a doubt, they filled this glass with caffeine. I taste the coffee. What a concoction. For our appetizers, we have a yellowtail sashimi with ponzu sauce and jalapenos, as well as tuna belly that has caviar, a Japanese peach, and making it expensive with shavings of gold. They don't play around, no joking. You could just tell the quality off first glance. Oh, a bit spicy. With it being drenched, it is soaked with flavor. Usually I have tacos delivered to my house, maybe grab a bowl of cereal. Bro's not accustomed yet, but this is out of my comfort zone. Without further ado, I'm at peace. So action-packed. Bless you. That's the only thing you're getting from me, just not food or drinks. But please, going forward, no sneezing, okay? Publicly apologize. Go ahead.
I'm sorry.
Action-packed with ingredients that are next level. My taste buds are growing. Moving forward, we have a beef tenderloin, truffle butter, and oil. Everything is pre-sliced, so we can still pick it up. Oh, it's escaping. I'm struggling. It's giving patty from In-N-Out Burger. Truthfully, nothing special, but it's still good. Almost everything that we're being brought is actually exclusive to this location. I'm really having a blast with the Japanese culture. Taking a peek around above us, there are some floating clouds, which is pretty sick. Cutting fish is truly an art form, and supposedly that slab of tuna costs over $10,000. Supposedly that slab of bluefin tuna is rare because when that fish is a baby, they have to keep swimming to survive, which in turn makes it a commodity. Currently in shock, we have a high-class salmon roll. They don't even sell this to the general public, especially for your boy. What's that? Yeah, it's so good. It's so good.
So you running around? You need anything?
Oh no, I'm good. Thank you. It was just like extremely good. Sometimes I have to let it out. Had to hit the signature simplistic run. As soon as your teeth sinks in, it instantly gets devoured. What I can confidently confirm is that every single one of the employees actually cares about what they serve. I was personally thanked for trusting within them, and for dessert, we have a tiramisu with crystals. Man, it has crumbs, caviar, and of course gold, and appears to be kind of like a cheesecake. Their motto is, "This is what food should be about." Putting 2 and 2 together, I can understand why. Genuinely, I am so pleased. Crystallized sugarcane. What a perfect way to close this chapter. My judging will be mostly about the price because it was on the higher end. Although the food was fantastic, delicious, I will be placing this at the B tier. If it wasn't so dang expensive, I would have put it higher, but with a grand total of over $550, I'm not quite too sure if the money was worth it. But hey, it's just green paper, so who cares? Next is Brasserie by Bobby Flay. Just off my initial impression, the entrance is super unique. They put out this giant flat screen TV of the menu, and it seems to be French inspired. Oysters on ice, blue crab cocktail, ailes de poulet, filet mignon tartare. When you can't pronounce any of the words, you know it's gonna hit. Damn, very modern. The lighting is moody, and it's a great balance from the past and future combining to one. Overall, it makes me feel comfortable and cozy. Our server escorted us to this leather booth with a round table. I could confirm my butt is soft. A fine leather book was in the middle, and what is this, a novel? Got a table of contents. Chapter 1. Please subscribe to get me to 2 million, and drop a like as well. For our drink, we were poured a bougie rosé wine. I heard whenever you're on a tasting tour, you're supposed to like stir it around. You kind of got to make it a whirlpool. Give it a sniff. Toast to being alive. This is what they commonly give their guests, and I can understand why. So prior, I wasn't informed on what a brasserie exactly was. Beside us, we have duck confit. I'm usually into chicken, so this is exotic. And in the middle, oysters on ice. Being Hispanic, I am familiar. I'm used to getting some tapatio and slurping them up, but I'm hyped. Let's add a tiny serving of the sauce. Bon appetit. Sour. Oh, freshly caught from the ocean, and it's freezing to the touch with all the ice. And no offense to anyone that usually has this, I'm just not used to it. I am always willing to adapt and try new things, but I'm a bit nervous. All right, I just don't want the skin to be rubbery. Whoa. Shout out to Aflac. This is for y'all. About to eat one of your family members. Okay, that's a little rated R. Anyway, it's literally just like a wing or breast. Not too chewy. Whatever they marinated it in is literally carrying. Very tasty. Kind of like a turkey leg from Disneyland. Just gotta grip it by the bone. I could see myself getting this again. Apparently it's cured in-house for over 48 hours. That's how long it takes to make. Time is of the essence and is no issue at all. We will now shift our focus to our dessert. We have a thinly sliced apple tart. It's a pastry that has ginger, brown sugar, and vanilla ice cream. And below is a fruit bisque laid across. ASMR. The crunch is so satisfying. Whispering is kind of cool. The best thing I can relate it to is gingerbread. That's wonderful. This is the spotlight for sure. It's giving train station. That's where you would wait to hop on. Over on that end, you'd buy your tickets. Would y'all agree? If I'm being honest, it really isn't my type of food. It's not something I would avidly go and get, but I mean, I am grateful for giving it a chance. Definitely not the worst or the best, so right down the middle at C tier. And on top of that, Bobby has a series of different spots, such as Amalfi, which is right next door, and just a few blocks away, American Burgers. It has to be censored, but we have David by Michelangelo. Homie is ripped and thick. On the agenda is Mr. Chow, created by Michael Chow, and it's an upscale Chinese restaurant. To begin, we have their classic spare ribs, and alongside a chili sauce to pour. Give it a few hits. Hit it from the back. Hello? It's stuck. This is just our first course, but this is actually gas. So everything is family styled, so it's made to share. I'm not doing that. We have some shrimp fried rice and our shepherd's purse. Hey, less is more. I do not mean to offend anybody, but what matters most is the taste. If I'm keeping it a buck, it's kind of basic. It really is nothing special. The flavors are bomb. don't get me wrong, but I'm taking all things into accountability. So they even feature an outdoor terrace. I can only imagine during the day it's a huge party. As the sun is setting though, places are closing. Legit, the service was immaculate. It just didn't really fit the criteria I was expecting. So I'm gonna go in the middle at C tier. So we're passing through the Bellagio, which has designer stores such as Louis Vuitton, Prada, Gucci, and many more. But we must continue to indulge with Spago by Wolfgang Puck, a world-renowned chef, and with a name like that, you're just bound to be famous. If my parents named me that as a baby, you would just have to assume that you're meant to be something. Unfortunate, but the waiter just said they are fully booked and packed out. And it does correlate. I mean, all the seats are taken. I was actually looking forward to this because it is Italiano. You know I enjoy my spaghetti and meatballs, fettuccine alfredo. Don't worry, I will come back for my revenge. Luckily, I do have a plan B.
From now on, if the restaurant happens to be closed, we will have to complete a random challenge. Touch a bald guy's head.
I have to go find someone that has no hair on their skull and rub their bald head. Who's coming up with these? I spotted a candidate, but seems to be occupied. The search and hunt is on. I'm a bounty hunter, stalking my prey. This might be harder than I thought. Been a solid 30 minutes, no results. Excuse me, sir. It's a strange request, but we need to feel a bald guy's head. Can you be that man? Really? I guess so. Really? Wow, smooth. I am preparing to devour some slices and have a sugar rush because we are at Pizza Cake by Buddy Velastro. Even though he does have his own restaurante not too far, he has a hit viral show on Netflix called Cake Boss, and this is a prime time stop. Check out the rainbow art, all the sprinkles too. I'm digging it. For our main course, there's lots of options to choose from. Cheese, pepperoni, the boss, because it's not only just cake, it's also pizza. Veggie, the special, buffalo chicken, white, Sicilian. Ooh, wings? They even add candy and chocolate on them. This is the Reese's cookie, Oreo, and s'mores. It really is a dope concept. So I did inform the employees that they have to give me whatever's the highest recommended. But while we wait, if you remember the video where I only ate from vending machines, this one was actually featured from the man himself. They are best enjoyed at room temperature and you have to wait 15 minutes before you actually consume. But it is completely refrigerated and it has all of his best creations. I would grab one, but I'm pretty sure they're gonna add one in. Boom! As expected, they provided red velvet. For our drink, the cup was left empty, so we have to hit the fountain. What we thinking, huh? We're going DP, Dr. Pepper. Oh, what the fuck? Bro, hit the splash zone. So strong for no reason. When you sip it and it burns the throat. Ooh, okay, what did they give us? Wow. We got a peanut butter slice, which has Reese's Pieces and cups, as well as Nutter Butter. They picked our main course at random, and it is... Ooh, Sicilian. It's more like a pie with a larger crust, and the pepperonis are a bit smaller. Really cheesy, though. The heck is this? A cannoli, yo!
A cannoli.
That's max. It is thick with a lot of layers. I'm also getting all the spices as well, and it comes together beautifully. This is gonna set me in a coma. It's a double chunk chocolate cookie. That's dangerous. Completely covered in powdered sugar with that custard filling and chocolate chips. It's decent. Got to peel from the edges. Rip me out the plastic, I've been acting brand new. I usually get this in cupcake form, but this will do. Y'all got to put into perspective, okay? I weigh about 50 pounds. The struggle is real. A head and stomach ache is awakening. Icing, frosting is incredible, and the actual cake is soft. Shifting back to our rankings, I will confidently, undoubtedly put it at B tier. It did check off a lot on my list, but they could have added or done a bit more in other fields. That's a justifiable review. You know, we could have went to his Jersey-inspired truck that has sandwiches, but I decided there's something much more interesting. Our first female, we're at the Bedford by Martha Stewart, and she's about to rock our world. It genuinely feels like we're on set because we have a fake realistic sky and all of these prop buildings that makes a town. But it does fit well into the design of this open space. I just had to point that out because I thought it was pretty cool. Even in my own headquarters, I love to incorporate plants and nature. It just brightens everything up and adds some color, and they definitely covered that all across. Whoa. All the copper pans. This one lamp makes it seem like it's a date. Bruh, it feels like we're in a mansion. There's the fireplace, images of relatives, a butler, fine china, plates, glassware. What's insane is I've been to some influencers' homes, and this is exactly what it's like. We
Really?
were brought a brilliant assortment. We have their most ordered bread basket. We have a
Big picture.
June bug garden cracker bread, cherry
Wow.
rosemary focaccia,
That'd
and
be
a
look good.
warm Parker House roll. A crumbed up 4-cheese mac and cheese on a
Four
platter.
cheese mac and
and
cheese.
a Shirley Temple. Playboy
Shirley
Party just
Temple.
dropped all red. So, in honor. Now, Shirley, that's a 10 out of 10. Ooh, the pull. All the steam coming out. Weirdly enough, I always try to change my vocab, so I'm not just repeating. So if you hear me spit out some peculiar words, that's why. It's really good, but I've had better. It's legit infused with like a tomato, cucumber, dip it in the salted butter. This
Cucumber.
meal really isn't too filling, but that's okay because I can't eat a lot anyway. This is picture perfect. Oh, just with how that rips apart. Oh.
Oh.
B tier.
Probably the most interesting character. We have Guy Fieri's Kitchen and Bar. His style is unmatched, always in the same button-up. But we're keeping it in the States by eating American cuisine. Wherever I turn my head, there's always something sick. Like, bro, I'm getting hypnotized. Hey, hold up, let me hit the pose. Got the bling and jewelry. Legit, we are in the owner's favorite spot. What a guy. So with every menu, they actually engrave it with their nail. Just carve it in. I'm just kidding. But it's pretty hefty. We got the big eats, the signatures, ain't no thing but a chicken wing, lighter fare, and
I know them,
shareables.
but a chicken
What
wing,
shocker.
a chicken
I grew
wing, a
up
chicken
with these
wing.
on my Mexican side, a non-alcoholic michelada. It has chamoy, tajin on the rim, and a clamato base, which is clam and tomato juice combined. Ooh,
Oh,
my
really?
weakness. Kryptonite. The mug is the size of my head. Hey. Presented is trash can nachos, cheeseburger, fries, and ketchup.
Look up, fudge look
There
good,
is hints
and
of the
that's
South.
look good.
I'm getting barbecue. Wow. I didn't bring my shiesty, but I will pull out the stick. These are the best buns. Charred patty, wonderful cheese, brioche bun, balanced, well-rounded, all sorts of fries. Crinkle cut, flat, waffle. They have a garlic
waffle,
seasoning. It's
waffle,
gonna make
what?
my breath smell. This is just like barbecue Lay's. Oh my god. Usually not my go-to, but the fries are fire. As for the nachos, they are overboard too much, because after a while, I'm a bit disgusted. Not that they're gross, but I just can't handle them. I don't mean to be too harsh, but it did rumble up my system in the wrong way. Ugh, it sort of made me nauseous, but maybe it was just a bad batch. I'm gonna give them the benefit of the doubt, but I do want to be upfront and honest. B tier. Now we're gonna segue into Vanderpump à Paris by Lisa Vanderpump, a TV personality and actress. She was on The Real Housewives of Beverly Hills, and she claims to know a thing or two about food. She obviously has the energy and charisma to be on camera, but how are her skills in the kitchen? Is there any way to get like a small dish? Oh, fully? I thought it was midnight. They were supposed to close in 20 minutes, but we were informed that they decided to early instead. Damn.
Like I mentioned previously, since they weren't able to let us dine in, our final challenge is to stay at the cheapest hotel room in this city.
There's no shot that this method isn't patched. Like gambling. You're telling me humans enjoy sitting in a seat, pressing the same button over and over and over. That's something I'll never be addicted in, ever. Like, I cry when I lose $1. Wait, but it's possible to get 9,000? Why would they steal? So, should I put in like what? A couple hundred?
Is it like a K?
1,000? I'm just kidding, okay? For anyone watching, please don't do that. It's specifically designed to drain your bank account. Sure, they'll allow a few wins, but the actual blueprint is diabolical. Hey, their main restaurant is Hooters. I guess that's kind of cool. Probably not gonna make a pit stop because I'm exhausted, but they're really well known for their wings, not for anything else. It's a lot smaller than the rest, compact, but don't let it fool you. We have Brioche by Guy Savoy. They are dialed in with their bakery and sandwiches. While in line, we just had a random cameo. Why did I say that so zesty? A cameo? But she left a comment saying, I'm hoping that you're enjoying our hotels. You might not know who I am. And I'm like, wait, you own this place? Like, Okay, I'm a hater when it comes to Starbucks. Their coffee and everything that they have is
Starbucks.
trash, filled with sugar, but the ingredients that I'm seeing through the window already look superior. Of course, I
Alright.
left my order completely up to the barista, so I'm hoping for a solid selection. So we got a refreshing chai latte. Nah,
That's a
I never
latte.
actually ordered them myself, but this is gonna make me. What y'all think? Bet. She replaced it from whole milk to oat, and that made a huge difference. Healthy fruit cup. Let's test my aim with the grape.
A tea fruit cup.
Damn, last attempt.
And don't forget to drop a like if you want to see more simplistic reactions. Drop a like.
Try and go far. Oh, so close. What is this? Like melon? I gotta get to the pineapple. And for the grand finale, Nutella muffin with hazelnut spread. It's even filled on the inside too. So delicate. Can't forget about the nut on top. This is the real dynamic duo. Even though it wasn't extreme or advanced, it was fast and essential. B tier. The crowd that's about to cross the street, about to be a zombie apocalypse. If we put both sides together, I wonder which one would win a fight. Charge! Imagine they go at it. Finally, go stay at the cheapest hotel in Vegas. Listen, I've stayed in some pretty horrible rooms. I'm talking bullet holes, bed bugs. So at this point, nothing scares me. I'm about to do some research on the internet, and wherever we end up, I'm just trying to survive it. I did hear some terrible things about Circus Circus. It's a clown-themed hotel that has a roller coaster inside, but has a bad rep for being stinky, not clean, and is infested with rats.
Wow,
Please do
really?
not let it be that. Okay, I got it. All right, so we ended up securing a stay at Oyo. It doesn't ring a bell, I've never heard of it, but to get a room overnight, it cost a whopping $35. That is a steal. I had to use a few promotions and discount codes, but I finessed the system. The elevator is out of service, hell yeah. Already having some electrical problems. Been waiting for forever. We're going straight to the room. We got upstairs and surprisingly, it's pretty sanitized. The carpet looks like it was recently added. As far as the design though, it's minimalistic. Black and white, yellow. Please no cockroaches. Very dim. Let's lock up for the night. Don't want to get robbed. Big mirror. You know, gotta check yourself out. The restroom. One of the bulbs is missing, but nothing we can't handle. Working faucet, bar of soap, but the shower, ugh. There's some gunk in the corner, black specks on the actual tub itself, all around too. Yeah, cooked. Okay, pull out mirror so I can inspect the pores. 2 water bottles, a seating area with 1 chair, television that is around 40 inches, and 2 twin mattresses. But I wish I brought my equipment to actually dive deep, but I mean, seems safe. How about the balcony? I see Motel 6, 2 pools that are pretty big. A Denny's in the distance,
106.
Holiday Inn Express as well. Air conditioning unit that was made several generations back. Does the job. Hello? Do the outro. All right, thank you guys so much for watching. If you enjoyed, please drop a like, subscribe down below to get me to 2 million subscribers. And if you're new, stay tuned. I always love doing these travel challenge type videos, so let me know if you want more. Comment phone if you made it up to this point. I love y'all, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.
That was eating every party served restaurant in Las Vegas by Simplistic. The link to the video will be in the description below. Go and check them out and drop a like if you like, and comment below if you want to see more reaction like this one, and subscribe if you're new, and click the bell so you can be notified when I upload. Bye.